Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome to the next 20 minutes of spending time with me, immersing yourself into different ideas around money today. And I'm going to help you give you an energy lift, like, or an energy shift, so you feel happier and connected to the love that you are, right? So I'm Grada Robertson, and I've worked with many clients over the last 20 years and help them break through their personal pain and physical blocks or blocks in their relationships, and also stuckness around money. So money is such a fascinating topic that I really started to focus on aligning people to abundance 2 or 3 years ago, because what I discovered was that people have so much shame around money. Like, we find it easier to talk about our weight, about our diseases, about our relationship, about our secrets, rather than about our bank account or about the money. We either feel shame around how little we have or our struggles, or we feel shame because we're doing so well. Like in Australia, you have the tall poppy syndrome as well. So today, I just want to remind you that I'm here to help you. I've helped many people shift gears when it comes to money, so that they now feel they're in a great spot with money. They're in a place where it's flowing, and where that also helps their self-worth and their relationships. So today, of course, I can't go into it too much, but I want to help you have an energetic shift around money. Because money issues caused me so much pain for the first probably 20 years of my marriage. So I've been with Pete now for 40 years, believe it or not. And so from age 20 to 40, we were pretty much always living off the smell of an oily rag. So that's what we used to call it. And I used to pride myself that I was fulfilled and I had a meaningful life, and we had 6 beautiful children, and we were farmsteading, and we were ticking all the boxes on our imaginary values list and so on. But Peter actually didn't realize how deeply stressed and worried I was about our money situation all the time. So I actually wrote down some behaviors that I used to have a lot of, that I'll read them out to you now, and you can perhaps relate to them. So this used to be me to a T. And I can tell you now, the problem behind it was that we never really had enough money to go around. So here I was always rushing. So the key is, I thought we had enough money. I never complained about it, right? I didn't think it was an issue, but I was actually in denial about it. Because if the universe had given me $1 million at the time, I wouldn't have had any of these behaviors. So this is what I used to do. I used to rush all the time, used to have one speed, it was top speed. I worked too hard. I always worked was a super achiever. I could handle everything. That's what I used to think about myself. Give it to me and I'll take it on board. I used to feel impatient and frustrated if things didn't work out. I used to overschedule, overcommit. I used to hold on to money. I used to worry sick about money at night, like when I was lying awake. I ignored the cries of my body and my soul, because of course my soul wanted something else sometimes, like more space and more rest and more peace. I didn't used to ever take a break. When my tanks were on empty, I just used to push through. And that ate into my communication with loved ones. And on top of that, this is what a lot of women do. I took on responsibility not only for all my children, my big family, for Peter's well-being, but also for my elderly parents. Peter's mom, she lived with us for 10 years. For my friends, my clients, my siblings, my pets, and so on, you name it. I just had this I was like this piece of Velcro, it would just come to me and stick to me. I was a magnet for all of that. So all this came crashing down when I was 43 and I got hit by a truck, right? So I've written a book about it. It's called You're the Miracle, How Being Hit by a Truck Saved My Life. Because once you get hit by a truck, well, you actually realize, I'm doing something wrong here. What's going on? I realized I always thought I was doing all the right things. I was looking after everyone and having a meaningful life and all the rest, but actually there were some big holes in the cheese. So after I got hit by a truck, I literally couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. I had 12 weeks of lying on my back. You know, I couldn't move because it was too painful. Parts of my body were paralyzed and so on. You know the story. So bottom line is, I had plenty of time to think, right? So I realized I needed to change something, and the big change was that I needed to stop everything or reduce the effort. I was always putting so much effort into everything, and be more open to receiving, because it was like completely out of alignment, because I was behaving as if the universe is not a place of abundance, and as if I had to work hard and struggle all the time, because these were the beliefs that were put into me as a child. As I watched how my parents lived, and a child is a sponge, and the child can't help it. It goes all into the subconscious mind programming, and then when you reach adulthood, that becomes your own lifestyle. The most powerful beliefs, by the way, are the ones we're not conscious of. So like, this is the tricky part, because we can be conscious of many of our behaviors and thoughts and beliefs, but the most powerfully blocking beliefs are the ones that we're not conscious of. So this is why it was so important for me to have 12 weeks in a hospital room, lying on my back with nothing to do other than scrutinizing my past and thinking, where did I go wrong, and how can I change, and how can I receive help, and how I knew urgently I needed to change something, because I also know that the universe doesn't keep talking to us like being hit by a truck. Like, you only need to be hit by that once, hopefully, right? You don't want to repeat those painful lessons again. So one of my mentors would say, don't waste your pain, learn from it. So the gift in all of this was that I did a complete flip around, and I started to trust in the universe more and start to be open to receiving. And at the same time, I also started to really question honestly my mindset, my beliefs around money, right? So I'll tell you a funny one. So it can be just very, very simple sabotages. This is one that one of my clients had. So one of my clients, she was pushing 65, and she was a single mom. Her kids had grown up, they were on the mainland, and she wanted to move to the mainland to be closer to the children. But she loved her job, so she loved her career, and she felt like, if I finish my job here, I'll never find something else again like this, because I'm 65, and if I sell my house, it'll be more expensive and all the rest. You know how the mind goes, because it's actually the job of our mind to doubt and fear, to put the fear into you. So we worked on her intention to sell a house and to find a beautiful place and a fulfilling job close to her children. And so like, it wasn't happening. So after 3 sessions with me, I suddenly realized that she had a subconscious belief that it would happen in 2 months' time. Her body kept on saying 2 months from now on. Yes, 2 months from now. So like, when it was February, her body said April. When it was April, her body said June, and it kept going. So on the 3rd session, I realized her body or subconscious was doing this weird thing, where it created a 2-month gap between where she was at today and her wish, the fulfillment of her wish. So once I realized that was the goal, I cleared it with energy, and she rang me a couple of weeks later to say she had been offered a dream job in Western Australia, and also she had already found a place to live, and she had a contract on a house. So the universe just lined it all up for her, and the path was cleared. She jumped at it, and she was gone, and she's still doing fantastic. So that's just a little, what's the word, explanation or a story, how we can have just minor little glitches that can block the flow of money or block the flow of support or what's the word, keep us in scarcity in some area of our life. And I love working with money, because when you heal your money relationship, you also heal your relationship with time, and you heal your relationship with food, because those three, money, time and food, are all base chakra issues. The base chakra is like to do with your invisible root system. It heals the root system, and what happens then, the tree can grow, which is you start to prosper and flourish. Now, I usually work with energy when I work with clients, so I shift things out with energy and I find that it's the most powerful tool. But at the same time, we also need to clean up our mindset, right? So mindset are beliefs that we have around money. So because it's a Facebook Live today, I thought it would be easier to talk about some real common mindsets that block people around money that I see a lot. And then we're just going to close our eyes and tune in and see which ones resonate and clean them up. Because I want you to know that all humans, we have the ability to free ourselves. We have the ability to enlighten ourselves. And money is a very powerful tool to have impact in the world. So what the world needs right now is money in the hands of good people, and that's you and me, right? If we had money, imagine how much we could do. We could relieve poverty, and we could educate people, we could help people. That would free up our time and resources. And there is so much money in our world that if it was divided equally, every single human being would have $10 million. That's what I heard at a money workshop once, and it blew me away. So I just want you to be more accepting of the fact that you deserve $10 million. Once you have that, you're not stealing that from anyone, you're not robbing it from your neighbor, because that's your birthright. Okay, so here are some common money mindset beliefs that I hear from people. So one is, for instance, I don't want to be greedy. This is a big one. No one wants to be seen greedy. So so maybe just tune into your body. When I say I don't want to be greedy, how does that resonate with you? Does that get a tick from you? Do you say, yes, that's me? Or are you fine with that? So if you feel like there is some tension around that statement, or it resonates with you, I have a good answer for you. So instead of saying, I don't want to be greedy, you can say, making money is about financial abundance and living up to my soul's potential. And it doesn't mean that I'm greedy. Okay, so here's another one. A lot of people have this real hidden, sneaky program, especially women actually. They think, I can only have money or love, right? So how many women do you know, like amazing, successful, smart, brilliant women, they're doing really, really well financially, and yet their love life is a disaster. So they just go from one abusive relationship to the next, and their love tanks are always empty, right? And the opposite, like with Pete and me, I was lucky enough to find true love early in my life, but we never had any money. So I probably had the belief like, okay, love is the most important thing, I don't need money. So we have this either or program going in our body, which has been put into us by society, not by God, not by true source, not by the universe, because the universe wants you to have love as well as money, as well as abundance, as well, so you can be your highest self. So a good one would be, I can have love as well as money. Simple as that. And then you can tune into your body, close your eyes. I deserve love as well as money. I deserve easy flow of love, and I deserve easy flow of abundance and money. And just notice if you feel a constriction somewhere. But tune in, is that true, or is it just a concept in here? Because if it just stays in here, it's not going to change your reality, because it's just caught in the little mind. The monkey mind goes, yeah, I get it. But it's actually the cells of your body on a cellular level. You need to feel that shift. You need to feel like a bit of a shift or a bit of an opening. So when I said I deserve love as well as money, and we can say, and I deserve for that to be fun and easy, where do I feel that in my body? I felt like a slight constriction just here in my tummy. So it's still a little bit there, right? So I'm just going to breathe into that now and breathe out. And I know it's already leaving my body now. But if you feel like a strong constriction or a strong tension in your body somewhere, I'm going to suggest just turn the video off, like when you watch the replay, and just stay with that spot in your body. Put your hand on it and just stay with it for 1 or 2 minutes. Give it your full attention, and then suddenly it will dissolve. And now you've actually cleansed your genes from that particular negative programming that's blocking your money flow, because most of this programming is actually in our DNA from many generations, previous generations who've been on struggle street. Okay, so here are people, they think, well, to earn more money, to get a phenomenal money shift, I need to learn more skills, or I need more money first, or my education isn't good enough. So just tune into your body, and you can say, here's a nice sentence: I can relax and enjoy learning new things because it's fun and it's helping me achieve my dreams. And so you just say something like that: I can relax and enjoy learning new things because it's part of me, for me to achieve my dreams. It's helping me to achieve my dreams. And if you're worried about your education, you can say, my education has no bearing on my money making abilities. And that's so true today. That's even more true than ever, because in our society today there are opportunities to make money everywhere, and you don't know them yet. But as soon as you open yourself up to receive more money, the universe is going to bring those opportunities towards you, right? Because as soon as you get very clear on your desires, and your desire can be, I want to receive rather an extra $500 a week. How amazing would that be? That would have changed my life when all my kids were little, right? Or I want an extra $1,000 a week, or I want an extra $2,000 a week. So just get very clear on what you want. Write it down on a piece of paper. The actual writing down action already increases your success rate by 70%, and allow the universe to just bring money, the flow of money to you from every direction. And so, like, some people will say, well, I'm just never lucky with money, and my father wasn't, neither was my mom, my grandparents did it hard. So here is a sentence for you: I don't have to be lucky to achieve financial success. I'm open to receiving, and I can always learn new skills, make wiser decisions, and get better results. So this is how you talk that around. So this is doing the mindset work, where you start to engage your mind to become your ally, right? And then with the energy that's tuning into your body, like if I say, you deserve $1 million, simply because you're a human being, you actually deserve $10 million. You can shift your own energy by tuning into your body. How does that feel to me? If I say you are worthy of being rich, riches is your birthright, which is actually true. The universe wants you to be rich. Where do you feel your body contract when you hear that? So if it's your neck, for instance, sometimes it gets into people's neck because that's a fight and flight. all it takes is for you to close your eyes and sit with that feeling. Don't make it go away. Don't wish it. Don't change it. Just observe it. And just observe it with compassion and acceptance. And just rest into that tension. And just stay with it like that. Just welcoming it in. And just feel even more acceptance. And then once you do that, I guarantee it doesn't take longer than 2 minutes. If it's really, really stuck, and if it's in there, say from 10 generations, it might take 5 minutes. And you just keep resting more deeply into those cellular programming. And suddenly the light of your own awareness and attention will dissolve it, and it's gone. So the energy work is absolutely the most powerful way forward when it comes to creating abundance in your life, and enlightenment and freedom and prosperity, which is something that we all want. The fastest way forward is going inward. So I hope that you found this enjoyable. I have many, many more, like, negative, what they call them, beliefs that I've written down over the years that I've gleaned from my clients. My clients are my best teachers. And again, just remember that your biggest, deepest blocks are the ones you're not conscious of. They're not in the forefront of your mind. They come from the back brain. So quite often you need the help of a mentor or a therapist or a guide, somebody like the work that I do, or you can ask your partner if you have a partner who is very supportive of you. You can point out each other's blind spots, and that is really, really, what's the word, in a supportive, compassionate way, not in a critical way. You can say, hey, I just noticed you only average $10 in your wallet, and you know how good it is for your nervous system if you have, say, $500 in your wallet all the time, because as soon as you open your wallet, it makes you feel you're rich. So that's a little hint. But I notice you still always only have like 20 cents in your wallet, something like that. What's going on here? So you can open a conversation like that and support each other in that way. So I hope that you found this helpful. When it comes to money, just remember, money is not a topic to be avoided or to be ashamed of, because it belongs to the root system of a tree, and you being the tree, it's part of your base chakra. If you really don't understand your relationship with money, have a look at how you relate to time and food, and then you get some clarity how you relate to money. And if you feel really, really stuck and you want to experience freedom and abundance in your life, come and see me. Booking for a series of sessions. I have packages on the Grada Robertson website, and I also have a program that's very, very what's the word? That's a very, very good deal at the moment. So it's called Money Mastery Through the Chakras. So you learn how to heal your chakras as well as heal your money situation. And I'll attach the link below. Thanks everyone for listening, and hope you have a really, really good week. Let me know what you think and put some comments in the box below, or send us an email. Thanks everyone. I hope you have a great week. Bye.